What's up, everybody? Move. Move. Nothing there. So what's going on, everybody? So how's everybody's day? What's going down? No. Okay. Sorry. If you can't tell, we're doing part 2 to What If Deku Was the Flash. Shut. Okay. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing part 2 to What If Deku Was the Flash. If you couldn't tell by the screenshot, and I'm sorry if I didn't say it sooner. So yeah, I'm sorry for if you hear background crying. I'm trying to find a cup for my sister so I can make her a, said cup. Anyway, where's sippy cup? Anyway, so when, I'm just gonna get straight into the story. I'm also gonna be changing one thing. When Izuku woke up, he still was laying in. Oh God, I don't even remember who I made him. The life I made him lay in. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The plot, it falls apart. I'm just playing. Whoever I said in the last episode isn't what happened. It was Raven, because Raven is fine. No cap. Anyway. So he was hooked up to an IV, and he's like, ugh, what happened? And the Flash, he ran in, and he was like, well, even though you have all my speed, you still you barely have any control. Your metabolism isn't enough to keep up with the speed. He's like, okay, so one IV back and I'm good to go. Then Batman proceeded to press a button, because Batman was in there, and try 400. And then Superman, because pretty much all of the DC heroes you see a lot are in there. And they pretty much, Robin says, you were thirsty. Izuku's like, yeesh. My lord. That's a lot of water. I'm feeling kind of peckish. Anybody up for food? Food? Anybody? Come on, I'm hungry. All the girls, like Wonder Woman, I'm trying to think. Wonder Woman, Raven, Blackfire, Starfire, Terra. You gotta go give one to dude. I'm trying to think. Are there any other female characters that show up a lot in the DC universe? Oh, Batwoman. Batgirl. 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 I don't think there's anyone else, really. So they all are like, we're feeling peckish. We can go eat. Beast Boy chimes in. I know there's really good pizza plates. And Izuku's like, cool. How far away is it? And he's like, unfortunately, it's in Anyway, so Izuku is like, where is it? And he's, Beast Boy's like, dude, I'm sorry, it's in New York. And he's like, okay, where are we right now? In Jump City. And he's like, how far is that exactly? And then Beast Boy says like a random number. And he's like, in miles. And he's like, Izuku says, okay, I don't know miles. I know meters. Flash, can you give me a hand here? And Flash tells him the exact meters. And he's like, oh, that's not even that far. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm sitting in here watching my siblings and they were doing something stupid. You know, Izuku starts getting up and Raven's like, no, let the Flash get it. And puts his head back down. And he's like, but I want to run. And she's like, no. You'll pass out halfway. If you pass out halfway, we won't be able to find you. And a supervillain could take you. And that's not good. And she's like, Izuku's like, okay then, I guess I'm just laying here. And you know, they're like, well, we don't have, they're like, well, we don't have much of a choice. You know, he's like, well, I don't have much of a choice. And, all the girls are like, yes! And then instantly regain their composure. Which made Izuku chuckle. He's like, it's almost like you guys like me or something. And all of them are like, no. One woman's like, well, yes, but we don't talk about that. Izuku starts laughing. He's like, yeesh. So anyway, I'm gonna take a nap. Whatever pill wait, he didn't even realize it was Raven's legs. The one that he was laying on. So, he's like, whatever pillow I'm laying on, it's super fluffy. Anyway. Oh, you're a big butt. So when Izuku, had laid back down, Raven had a smile on her face, and all of the other DC girls, you know all who's there. Are pretty much like, ugh, you are. They're pretty much like, okay, we're gonna have to do something about this. And then Starfire pretty much, floats over and is like, is it not the turn of mine? I got second place in a competition. And, Raven's like, how long did we agree on this? And they're like, they had a whole competition in like 10 minutes. All the DC guys are pretty much like, all of the girls had a competition in like 10 minutes. Batman's like, dang. We can't have nice things, can we? Flash is like, dang, y'all got it rough. Boy, am I glad my wife isn't a hero. Get that out of my... Get your foot out of my face. Your foot is fine. Anyway. Can you stop? I'm so done. Anyway, so when Izuku was like, it was a few minutes later, Flash was still, Flash was there. He was like, all right, how many pizzas should I get? Everyone's like, dang, dude. They're like, hold on, let's wake up Izuku and see what he wants. He says, nah, dude, I know what Izuku wants. Me and him have a Speed Force connection. I have a feeling he would want pepperoni. And a lot of it, because, I mean, with his predicament of being so much similar to me, he needs at least 10,000 calories a day. Considering that he runs faster than I did when I first got the Speed Force, he probably needs even more. No. Anyway. Okay. Bubba's getting up. Okay. Anyway, when Izuku, started to wake up, it was already like Batgirl's turn, and Batgirl turned beet red, and she's like, she got a little uncomfortable because Izuku moved in a weird way. So, anyway, so when Izuku, Flash was like, dang, I'm gonna have to make a few trips. Hey, Batman, you mind if you pay for this? And Batman's like, Batman, the Flash asks, so who's gonna pay for this? Because we all know I can't, even with all my savings. I wouldn't even come close to scratching the bill. Batman's like, hold on. He takes out Bruce Banner's freaking card and is like, okay. And is like, alright, so here you go. He raises up the thing, and then he takes out a teleporter, and then teleports it. It's okay. There, better. Teleports it to the Flash. Flash is like, oh, cool, thanks, Batman. And after he gets his hands on it, Batman tells him the code. He swipes it, and it's like, completely paid for. And Batman's like, my wallet, I can just feel the pain in my wallet. The Flash is like, alright, it's gonna take him like 15 minutes to get everything. It's gonna take him a while to get everything together. So I decided to be like, hey, why not just combine all of the pizza people from this, area bring them all here and like, okay, if we can make this amount of pizzas in like this amount of time, we get like a whole buttload of cash. So Izuku had, you know, by the time the Flash got back with all of the pizza, which was a lot, I'm surprised he was able to carry it all, to be honest. You know, it took him like 3 trips, going at Mach 20. You know, when Flash finally got there, he was like, whew, man, that was a long run. Go for a snack. He's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to a place, you know, I'm gonna go to a gas station or something. I want some Twix. You know, he wants some chocolate. So Izuku then, you know, at the end he was laying on, you know, Blackfire's lap, you know, and then when he got up, he was like, oh man, I smell pizza, you know. The moment he said, oh, I shouldn't have said that. The moment he says that, you know, just boom, boom, Flash, and he, you know, and he's like, so what's your speedster name? And he's like, I'm trying to think of a good speedster name. The Golden Blur, the Golden Green Blur. The Golden Green Blur, I guess? I don't remember giving his lightning a color. Oh yeah, his lightning's color is, also, the only reason he really passed out is because he had traveled dimensions. And his metabolism wasn't able to keep up after that. Anyway, so Izuku had finally, you know, fully he started explaining that he doesn't have a speedster name, and he's like, huh. Well, considering me and I accidentally ran into your dimension, why not the Green Flash? And, you know, Izuku and everyone else that was in the room, because a few other people in the room were like, bro, you really gonna be like that? Hush. Remember, Izuku is faster than, you know, this Flash, which is like beyond the speed of reality itself. Like, if he wanted to, he could just create a quantum explosion, which would kill anything. That's how, and Izuku is stronger than him in terms of speed and like, intelligence. He knows how his power works because he got it pretty quick. quick, I guess you could say. Hush! No! Get it yourself. I don't know what you want. Turn that down. Anyway, I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm babysitting. And I'm walking around the living room while I'm doing it. Anyway. So, Izuku, after like 10 minutes of dealing with, you know, Flash and Izuku and the other UC characters who had agreed, which was like Superman, Beast Boy, and Cyborg, who doesn't really need food, but it's still gonna happen. Still gonna happen. You know, the Flash was like, tell you what, Izuku. Tell you what, kid. I challenge you to an eat-off. You know, Izuku was like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. I'm the reigning champ in my world. The Flash is like, same, dude. You know, Superman's like, I'll play. You know. Oh, brother, I just done it. Brother, I'm a genius. Okay, so the Flash is like, oh, after this, I need to introduce you to somebody. And he's like, oh, cool. Okay, then. Also, if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Okay. So Superman's like, I'll do this. You know, Beast Boy and Cyborg are like, dude, we're about to have an eat-off. You know. And this Robin is like, okay, he's a little bit like, he's not like the original Robin, he's like a cool Robin. You know, he's pretty chill. He's like, alright, so we're having an eat-off? You know, he's like, everyone's like, yeah, like, I guess so. And he's like, alright, I'll be the judge. Ready, set, go! You know, Izuku in a blur, you know, you could see lightning and just Izuku shoving his face. It's pretty much the same for the Flash, except you could kind of see the pizza. With Izuku, it was just like, brrr! Maybe even faster, like, brrr! Izuku had already, you know, Superman, he was going pretty quick too. You know, Beast Boy and Cyborg, after like a few pizzas, turned to their sides and was like, we're not winning this. We drop. You know, they passed their pizzas to Izuku because he's the fastest. So Izuku was like, alright, you know, since I got a better handle on this power and I'm eating a lot of calories, my metabolism should be stabilized, so time to crank up the speed.
It's time to check the equipment. Press the walkie-talkie button to test it. Let's check the hose. Press down on the red water hose.
You know, and he was like, alright, by the way, I lied when I said there was lightning forming, and now there's lightning forming, and everyone's like, is he going faster? And, you know, Flash, you know, telepathically through the Speed Force, everyone could hear it, but, you know, he was like, oh, so we're cranking up the speed, huh? You know, the Flash started speeding up, and Superman's like, bruh, I ain't gonna be beaten. You know, he starts speeding up. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good eat off. They're not gonna win. You know, but they're still not gonna win. You know. Izuku was already on like his 70th box. Flash was only on like his 50th? His 50th? I don't know, like his 5th. You know, he was on box 50. Superman was on box 49. Because Flash and, you know, Superman are pretty close in speed. You know, he was like, you know, Izuku was cranking up the speed even more. So there was more lightning. You know, he started to glow. Like his arms started glowing because of the lightning and how fast he was doing it. It was crazy. It was crazy. Anyway, you know, and Flash was like, oh, shoot. After like 10 minutes, Flash was like, shoot, full. Superman said, same. Izuku was still chowing down. He was like, oh, such good food. And then you get hungry and it was like, oh, crap. Good. Oh, crap. You know. He kept going and, you know, they're like, stop, Izuku, you won. You know, Izuku, you know, he stopped and he was like, you know, he had a pizza in his mouth and he was like, You know, he's like, huh? What? What happened? I was thinking about something. What's going on? You don't remember being in an eat-off with the fastest man alive and the Man of Steel? You know, he looks to his right and he's like, oh, you guys okay? You know, and they're like, what is your stomach? And he's like, titanium, my guy. It's a bottomless pit. Even without the Speed Force, I was able to win these real easy. I was able to get my eat on and maintain my body. Then again, I used to be like skin and bones, so I guess it makes sense. Anyway, changing the subject. Changing the subject. You know. So he's like, okay, Flash, who's this friend you wanted to introduce me to? You know, the Flash is like, oh, yeah. You know, he burps. He's like, ugh, in a minute. He's like, no, not in a minute. You're going to show me now. You promised. And I hate it when people break their promises. I really do. You know, Izuku's like, Flash is like, oh, fine, but I'm not gonna bring you. You know, he calls, you know, he takes out a weird looking phone, and he's like, hey, hold on a second, give me one. Okay, he says, Kara, you come to my world, and, you know, she's like, why? I have someone who wants to meet you. You know, and she's like, are you okay? No, he won an eat-off. I need someone to avenge me. Even Superman lost. You know. You know. Izuku. Then, you know, Flash had finally passed out. And the way Supergirl heard it was someone had beaten the Flash and not even Superman was able to stop him. So she was like, oh crap, I gotta get there now. Anyway, so you big old dummy. Also, if you want to add anyone to Izuku's harem, they can't be married to anyone. So Black Canary's off the menu. So is the Flash's wife. She's off the menu. And so Izuku was like, aight. So she's coming. The person's coming. So like he's like, they're coming, and Flash is like, yeah, no, sleep, food, coma. Then Flash immediately passed out. You know, Supergirl had opened a portal to where the Flash's phone call came from, and she was like, alright, where's the danger? You know, she was ready to kick some butt. You know, Zuko, you know, instantly ran up to her, and she was like, huh? You know, he was like, Izuku said, so you're the one Flash said was coming. Nice to meet you. I'm Izuku. Okay. So Izuku had, you know, if you didn't know, it was Supergirl. Yeah, Supergirl pretty much is like, so there isn't any danger. You know, he's like, I don't think so. I mean, I punched Darkseid out of existence a few days ago. Like yesterday, I think. How long has it been since I hit Darkseid? Going at nearly light speed? You know, Wonder Woman takes out a watch. No. Raven says, like, it's been, like, 2 days. You know, she said, you know, Supergirl's like, wait, you punched Darkseid out of existence? Yeah, I don't believe that, you know. Starfire's like, oh, yes, but yes, it is the truth. But the truth has been said. He randomly appeared while we were fighting Darkseid. And when he hit, Darkseid turned to dust. And then the presence Darkseid was emitting also disappeared. He crashed into a building and got pierced. And through the chest. And I'm gonna... Yeah. They were like, you know, Supergirl's like, how is he alive? Because I'm faster than the Flash. You know, everyone's like, what? You know, she's like, what? There's no one faster than the Flash. He's the fastest man alive. And Izuku's like, yeah, that was before I was born. Well, technically he's the reason I was born. You know, and she's like, wait, you're the Flash's kid? And he's like, no. You misunderstood me. See, when I was born in my world, I was going to die. My body was so frail and weak. Then the Flash had entered my world, and his speed force was drained out of him, slowly, almost extremely quickly. He had to figure out a way to get home before he completely lost all of his energy, which he did, but he had lost all of his energy by that time. I had all of the Flash's powers, you know, and when he came back here, he gained all of his powers. That's what he told me, at least. You know, everyone's like, yeah, that's what the Flash said. Anyway, sorry I got distracted because of reasons. I had to check on something. Anyway, Izuku was like, so, and they kept, and then Raven was like, and he's ripped. Like, he's more muscular than Superman. Izuku's like, Raven! And she was like, what? I'm only telling the truth. All the girls proceeded to have nosebleeds and shook their heads in agreement. Very strong agreement to this statement. Oh, crap. And she was like, I don't believe this. Anyway, we're gonna continue.